not backward because of lack of Western education, says Shekarau. Ibrahim Shekarau, former governor of Kano State, has said the North is not backward because the people fail to embrace the Western system of education. Shekarau, who spoke on television Continental's breakfast show, Your View with Murayo, on Friday, said Islam had been existing in the North for over 700 years before the European came to Nigeria. The former minister, who is also a member of the All Progressive Congress (APC), said there was a system of leadership in the North before the British came to colonize the country. When asked what would be the definite solution to lack of education in the region, he said, "You see, you lack knowledge of history. Before the European came to the North had Islam for over 700 years, and there was a system of leadership. So our forefathers resisted the missionaries because they were there for conversion, and that was what led to indirect rule. The agreement was okay. We will not touch any of your religion and schooling. So it is not that Northerners do not want to go to school. There were challenges, population and so on. We have the Quranic schools, Islamia schools, in hundreds of thousands of them, and virtually in every community. You will find Quranic and Islamia schools, and you will find school proprietors there. All we are trying to do now is to try to see how we can integrate the so-called Western system of education and the Islamic system of education. And when it comes to integrating a system that has been there for 800 years and a system that is less than 100 years old, you can imagine how long the journey will be, he said. Sir, Quranic school or Islamia school, for the fact that it is an Islamic institute, I tell you, it's not enough. It's not enough to be seen as an educational standard for a child. It's not enough to impact educationally in a child. I'm sorry to say, sir, any child that passes through the complete study through an Islamic school hasn't gone to school. Hasn't gone to school. Because if you look at the scheme of work of the scheme of work of the real tertiary institutions or the real institutions in Nigeria, you compare it with that of the Islamic or Quranic school as you mentioned, you will see that the scheme of work are very, very far from each other. There is no similarities, no closeness, nothing at all. So they are far from each other. What they impart in them in that Quranic school, as you just mentioned now, is everything about Islam, religion. That is what they impart in them. They don't impart anything academic. And that is why when they finish the so-called Islamic school, they come out becoming Islamic oriented. They will become scholars in Islamic. They know more about Islamic religion. They know more about the Holy Quran. They start quoting the law of Sharia. That is what is imparted in them in that Islamic school. And so I will tell you that anyone that passes through the fold of such school hasn't gotten education, but is Islamic education or what do you call it? Islamia education that has been imparted in that person. So let us call a spade a spade. The Islamics or the Northerners still need education. To me, there should be a total eradication of that uh, uh, Islamic school, or it should be upgraded to the standard of real institution. Yes, they will still teach them um, Islam, but the real education, the real standard education should be the basics, should be what should be imparted. Then the Islamic education can be a subsidiary, can be an additional. You understand? So that is what they really need to get themselves known. All right. So I somehow agree and disagree with you, because our Nigerian today, you will see that most of the Northerners have so much embraced this Islamic education, and it has not been helping matters. It has not been helping matters, sir, because it's even affecting them at present. It's affecting them because it's making them look so uninformed. Yes, it's making them not to look informed. And anyone that is not informed ends up becoming a nobody in the society. And if that such a person becomes a nobody in society, you know what it means. You know what it means. So, my viewers, I'm of the opinion that yes, Islamic institution should be existing, but it should be upgraded to a standard institution where real education can be imparted into into uh, into the Northerners. You understand? So, my viewers, please, I plead that you come into this matter and uh, and leave your own quota behind. Okay, leave your own quota behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.